Right, first question. First off, can you tell us a bit about your new record, Keep It Going? Because you worked with like a big-time producer, Wayne Jobson, is it? Who also did like No Doubt and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And what kind of influence did he have on the record compared to the other producers that you've worked with?
Well, he came on at the very end. We'd already done most of the record because, as like most of our records, we did it in different batches. We didn't do it all at one time. So he came in on the tail end. So he had an influence on a couple songs, but it wasn't like in the entire record. And yeah, he was really cool to work with. I mean, he helped us with some formatting things, and he had some good opinions just on tempo-wise. You know, he came to some of our rehearsals and whatnot, and he hooked us up with Ducky from Black Uhuru when he was down in Jamaica, because they come from the same town in Jamaica. And just overall, it was interesting working with a producer. It was the first time we've ever done it, you know.
Because like the albums kind of come out more reggae in my view,
yeah. Like
rather than ska punk like some of the old stuff.
Yeah, well, I think that the record was already definitely leaning towards that direction, even before Wayne came on, and I think that was the reason why we wanted to work with someone like Wayne, because of that, as opposed to Wayne's influence making the record sound like that.
A lot of your lyrics and your influence is like about drinking and smoking. How many hours a day do you spend drinking?
Let's see. Well, today it was quite a while before we had a beer. I didn't have a pint till after we rode the bike for a couple of miles and a little exercise, had some fish and chips, and then enjoyed a pint. Really? Only on my second beer right now, and it's 8 o'clock, so it's pretty good. But the night is young.
Nothing to smoke.
Just cigarettes.
All right. Third question. The hot sauce creation is basically when, how, and why did you decide to make a hot sauce?
Well, that was our drummer's department. He has a friend that makes hot sauce, and it wasn't like we were like set out to make hot sauce. It was like his friend said, "Hey, I can make Mad Caddies hot sauce," and Brian said, "Okay, make some."
So the tiny cash flow.
Yeah. So it wasn't like we set out to like compete with Joe Perry or the dude from Offspring or anything like that. They also have their own hot sauces as well. But it was just like this funny thing to do, and you know, I mean, I think it probably is cooler just to give to our parents. You know, we don't even have it here to sell. It's like, I can't imagine us. Our merch guy hates it because it's bulky and it's a pain in the ass.
Well, if it smashes in the merch, all the t-shirts
yeah,
get dusted. Do you think where you live and you grew up influences your music?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. In every way. I mean, from obviously Southern California, there's a lot of reggae and punk rock, and I think also even in the small town that Chuck and I both came from, subconsciously there's music there. I mean, none of us grew up like huge country music fans, but there definitely is. It's very rural, the town we come from, and you know, the local bar is always playing country music, and you're always kind of hearing it, you know. Yeah. So I think that those kind of influences, especially with Chuck, are, you know, they're not huge. Obviously, no one's going to say that no one could really pick it up, but they are there for certain. I think subconsciously.
You want to elaborate on that? Or?
No, I totally agree. Yeah, I mean, we come from a really small town, and we were exposed to all different kinds of music, and it all finds a way out in our music, you know, one way or another.
So I can't go for the fact you're watching softcore porn whilst doing an interview.
Now we have back on objects. I'm not sitting and wonder what I'll be like if I know where we see the love and magic. Where you see probably too is what's not going on today. Wanna go now, and I'm not scared. I'm just chance to get. Life goes by such and quickly for me. Wanna have some fun. Life goes by such and quickly for me. Wanna have some fun. So be my man. When I feel all miles apart, 'cause in the end, I'll be alright, alright, yeah.
Let's do it one more time. Okay, you say it again. Hi, I'm Steve Awesome Story, and you're watching Alternative Online Video.
Next question. What's the best thing do you think about touring Europe? Because I kind of feel that you guys have this connection with it, because more so than any other band, you're always over here. I've seen you like 8 times in like 4 or 5 years maybe. So why do you always come to Europe a lot? Is it the fan base, or you just love Europe, or what is it?
Yeah, I mean, ooh, nice. Beer. More beer. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, our fan base in Europe is really great, and we love coming over here because we have a lot of fun. I mean, it's our booking agent and our record label are based out of Berlin, so we've spent lots of time in Berlin just hanging out. You know, we have a lot of friends here and also a lot of fans, so it's a good time to come over and work, you know, and support ourselves, and also have fun.
Do you always get to choose who you tour with when you go on tour, or do you just settle for anyone?
Not all the time we get to choose, per se. Not all the time we get to choose. On tours where we have chosen, those have consequently been the funnest tours, because we pick bands that we really like and that we're friends with. But in a situation like this, we chose Pepper because Pepper chose us. We traded it. We opened for Pepper in America, and then in return, they're opening for us over here. So I'd say it's about half and half.
You're probably just gonna end up touring here forever.
Probably. In a perfect world, yeah.
Do you think of the UK scene, if you like any bands over here? Oh god. Well, I mean, besides the bands that we know from past, like Snuff, obviously great. We're good friends with Mike Davies from the Lockup, and he's always playing. What's the band? There's the Briggs that he showed me, which I think are pretty cool, and then the band Blue. They're called? Like acoustic kind of reggae-ish band. Blue King. King Blues.
King Blues. Yeah. They're pretty cool.